extremely noisy in the bush today, so I've been walking the road. Well, that was pretty good. I spent over 20 minutes trying to get a look at that deer, and all I could manage was to hear it barking at me. I did manage to keep it going though for a while. It first started when I heard one bark from the deer, and I managed to close the gap from around 150 metres down to 30, but could not get any closer and couldn't get a look at it. But it went on and on. It was just fantastic. You don't always get to have a look at them. This is what I was using, keep the deer going, keep it barking at me. It didn't know what I was, that's why I kept barking. If it had known what I was, it would have just would have bolted, would have hightailed out of it. But I was able just to keep it going and close the gap just with the occasional little tweak. Even though the deer could hear me, it couldn't see me because it was over the other side of the bank. It was on the low side, fortunately. If it was on the high side, I was in a lot of trouble. If it was on the low side, I was able to cut across the road towards the gutter, which took me totally out of the deer's vision. There's no way to be able to see me. It could hear me, but it couldn't see me. So that allowed me to cut the gap and close in a lot closer. Initially, I took it from around 150 metres down to 30 metres by using that technique of travelling out of vision of the deer, and the road is a lot quieter than the bush at the moment. Well, we don't always see the deer, but that was a pretty good experience. There's not many experiences as good as that without seeing a deer. It went on and on. I was tracking the road to put together a little bit of homework to see what I was going to do the next few days, just to try and work out where the deer were at the moment. What's happened is the deer's heard me crunching gravel on the road, but has not known what I was. It couldn't scent me and it couldn't see me. That's actually the second time this morning that I've had a deer barking at me and standing well off in the bush, trying to draw me out and trying to work out what I was and whether I was a threat or not. That was pretty good, Pete. We'll use that one. The first deer I had barking at me this morning was on the high side of the road. I couldn't do anything with it. I couldn't get a look at it. It had the advantage because it was higher. It could see better. It's always a disadvantage to be under the deer on a hill. Got to get a photo, bugger.